Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. We chopping locally, globally, and vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might flash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you talking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation. Bring it to the table, but if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, sorry I'm over here to the side making me a drink. Come on in, come on in. I was running a little late. Silly dog of mine didn't want to use the restroom while I had him outside. So I was trying to wait for him to use the bathroom. I was like, you making me late, doggone it, shoot. But anyway, we are here. We are here for, hold up. Oh, shoot. I spilled a little something on my table. I got cups of ice and all kind of stuff sitting over here to my side. But yes, anyway, we are here. I did drop the link because of course this is Friday Night Live. So like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to jump on that link in the chat, feel free to jump on that link so that you can come up on the panel and speak to us on Friday Night Live about any and everything. We discuss any type of topics on the Friday Night Live, anything from celebrity news, world news, personal stuff, personal views, trending news, YouTube drama, whatever, you name it. But yeah, that's what we do on Friday Night Lives. I know there are several lives going on now. Several parties, birthday lives, all kind of stuff going on right now. But we gonna make it do what we gonna make it do. Whoever here is meant to be here, right? That's how I go. That's how I go. So again, make sure you like and share the video. Hey, Carrie Ray, is that Carrie Boo? Hold on, let me give me a drink. Ooh, I made that perfect. What's up, Carrie Ray? How you doing? How you been, my dear? I hope all is well with everyone. I don't know if Karma Diva is going to be here tonight. Let me see. Because I did inbox her. I did inbox her, but sometimes she had me send it to her in a text message. So let me just text her as well. I haven't talked to her since the last show last week. Oh, where is her name? Here she go. Scrolling through all these text messages. Okay, so hopefully she'll be able to join us. Thank you, Black-Hearted Mrs. Ooh, I like that. Black-Hearted Mrs. Thank you. You say you're good. How are you? I'm doing good. I was on here earlier. I was a bit shaken up by the trending news of Kelly Price missing. Have you guys heard anything? Because I haven't. Matter of fact, let me type it in again. Kelly Price missing. I'm just hoping that we'll go to the news, we'll go to the blogs, to the internet and find out that this was, a misunderstanding, that she's found, she's well, she's in good hands. But every time I search, same old post everywhere. Gospel singer Kelly Price reported missing in Georgia. Let me see. Oh, hold up. I think I found something. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. I think they said she's reported found. Hold on. Let me see. Kelly Price safe. Okay. I see something. I see something here on the news. Kelly Price safe after being reported missing following release from hospital where she was battling COVID. Okay, I'm just reading from a news network. It says gospel singer Kelly Price has been found after being reported missing this week. The legendary singer, 48 years old, was reported missing in Cobb County, Georgia. Cobb County police confirmed. Price was reported missing after she was released from the hospital where she was being treated for COVID, which she tested positive for nearly 2 months ago. Hours after news broke out that the star being missing Friday, her attorney said she was safe and not missing. Monica Ewing reportedly told TMZ that the singer was continuing her treatment for the virus at an undisclosed location, and authorities have been informed that she has been accounted for. And of course, as we talked about earlier, on June 29th, she posted on her IG a video explaining her symptoms and letting everybody, all her fans and supporters, know that she was dealing with COVID. And she had explained some of her symptoms to us, which was, she's very achy, very weak. She can barely stay woke. A lot of pains. She couldn't smell or taste anything. And yeah, so after that, then her family had called the cops, called authorities like a week ago and had them do a wellness check. But now they're saying, I'm reading it now, I hope this is correct. It says this was as of 8:18 p.m. and it's 9:13 p.m. right now. So this was as of 8:18 p.m. It says Kelly Price is safe after being reported missing following release from hospital where she was battling COVID. So that is good news. That is good news. It's still pretty strange how her family thought that she was really missing or maybe possibly in danger, or, ain't no telling what all her family was thinking. I would have been scared too, when told that I couldn't speak to my daughter, my child, my family member for weeks on ends and not talk to them, not visit them or nothing, not even at her own house, and that was at her fiance's request. So I am so very, very glad, because a lot of people was panicking earlier at the news of her missing, including me, because that is one of my all-time favorite female singers, R&B and gospel. Child, that girl can blow a building down. Yes, she can blow a building down. Yes, you said thank goodness. Yes, she is doing awesome. At least, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I hope she is doing awesome. They didn't update on any of her update as far as her health. They just said that she's no longer missing. So again, I hope that's true. I hope that came directly from her. It said it came from her attorney. So evidently she must have spoken to her attorney for her attorney to come forward saying that, because a lot of people is looking side eye at her fiance, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. He was looking kind of suspect, kind of suspicious. And a lot of people agree. People been commenting on different posts and blogs and news reports all day, talking about somebody need to go get the boyfriend, go get the fiance. What he done to Kelly Price. But yeah, so okay, again, I'm glad that she has been found. Reportedly, she is at an undisclosed location. I don't know. Maybe she went to another hospital. Maybe she went. I don't know. Like leaving the hospital and you're still very sick, and then going to an undisclosed location. I don't know, y'all. It still sounds weird to me, but hey, we just gotta, continue praying. She's still sick, obviously, so we just gotta keep praying for her and keep her lifted up. And a lot of people has came down with it recently. I had talked to y'all earlier about Sunny. We had saw on The View. I don't know how many of y'all watch The View, but I used to watch The View like every single morning. But I don't know. I didn't kind of fell off from the show. Ain't no particular reason. I just kind of fell off from the show and just be watching different things in the morning. But Sunny, Sunny Halston and Anna Navarro, who both are co-hosts on The View, They were both fully vaccinated. They had to leave the set on their morning talk show like minutes, literally minutes before interviewing Vice President Kamala Harris. She was scheduled to appear on their show. Hold on, let me show it to you right now. This is like crazy. Hold on, let me get it up right here. And hey, everybody coming on in, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so.
The vice president.
Yes. Harris later appeared on the show remotely from another studio at ABC's New York headquarters. After the show returned from a commercial.
I'm sorry, I think my mic was muted. Were y'all able to hear that? Let me start it all over. Yeah, so that's the story that I was talking to you about. A lot of people who's fully vaccinated still coming down. There's all these different strains running around out there, in the atmosphere. And both Sunny and Anna was both tested positive for COVID. But that was just crazy. Like, you about to go live minutes away from, speaking to the Vice President of the United States. And then they just tell you, you too, this way. Like, can we holler at you for a minute? But yeah, so hopefully those two will be doing well. Hopefully and let me turn my while I'm talking to you guys, let me turn my sound off on my phone because I heard my notifications when that was going off. But yeah, so a lot of people still dealing with the CVD-19 right now, which is why a lot of other people who are not vaccinated. Now, I'm vaccinated, but a lot of people who are not vaccinated are not even thinking about getting vaccinated because they're like, why should I? Why should I? People out here still catching it, so why should I be the one to let them put that stuff in my body? But as they say, people who have it, people who are vaccinated will be less likely to catch the virus. So that is why my family is vaccinated. But anywho, everybody do what's best for them. Do you, boo? That's what that's one of my favorite phrases for a long time. Do you, boo? But hey, y'all, have y'all heard about Derek Chauvin? Now we're gonna talk about a few things tonight. And then again, if anybody wants to jump on the stream with me, all you gotta do is click the link to jump on the screen with me. Matter of fact, let me refresh over here. Hey, Deborah, what's up on Facebook? But yes, everybody, anybody is welcome on the panel. We can have up to 10 people up here. So if there's anything you want to discuss with me about something I discussed or something else that you've seen in trending news or heard about or seen on the YouTube streets or whatever, feel free to click the link in the chat. But I came across a story about Derek Chauvin, and we haven't talked about Derek Chauvin in a very long time. Of course, we all know that he was sentenced for I got all these reports in my mind going around at the same time. He was convicted of well, y'all know what he did, kneeling on George Floyd's neck, and he killed him. And so he was sentenced to like 22 and a half years, right? Now, we knew an appeal was going to be requested or failed out or filed. But this man, being that he has no money for an attorney, and I don't know why, like, when you file an appeal, can't you still use a public defender or pretender, like some people call them? I don't know. I ain't never been locked up, so I ain't never had to file for an appeal or anything. And hey, I took law school. I took law classes in college, 1 and 2, but that was years ago. So he claims that he doesn't have any money to get a lawyer. So they're saying he's appealing his murder conviction without an attorney, and his claim for doing that is because he's too poor to afford court fees or lawyers. But again, I don't know, because like, okay, so we've been covering the R. Kelly trial, and we know that they had claimed that he didn't have any money to pay for any court fees, right? So that is believable. You know, you hire these attorneys and you pay them to do their very best to represent you in the courtroom. And sometimes people put up their homes, their cars, their bank accounts, their 401k, everything. So it wouldn't surprise me that he is broke. But I still thought that even public, you can get a public defense. Yeah, can't you? Yeah, of course you can, right? To appeal your case. But anyway, anywho, you know, on June 25th, of this year, let me get something to drink. Okay, on June 25th, this year, that's when he was sentenced. Again, he got like 22 and a half years. This Thursday, which was yesterday, he filed documents with the State Court of Appeals to flip or reverse his conviction in the death of George Floyd Jr. The documents contain Chauvin's name alone and not the name of an attorney. And he indicated recently that he was unrepresented by legal counsel in connection with the appeal. Now, he also filed separate papers in district court requesting to proceed in forma pauperis, which means too poor to pay the usual filing fees required in connection with a case. So Judge Peter Hill on Thursday, yesterday, agreed that Chauvin's claims were true, that he was financially strapped and able to pay any fees. So Chauvin done wrote up this 9-page appeal document, and what they say generally happens when people ask for a reverse of a conviction, when they appeal for something, they usually list a few things, a few discretions that they think happened during their trial that the judge could review. But he listed like, oh my God, like 14 things. Like 14 things. Some of them was, he said the district court abused its discretion when it denied appellant's motion for change of venue or a new trial. So he's saying it should be appealed because the trial didn't happen where he wanted the trial to happen, you know, as far as the location. They denied him continuance of a new trial. He also claims that they denied him to sequester the jury throughout the trial. I ain't gonna read them all, but a few more that he said. Where was one on here? There was one on here about okay. He said he was denied post-verdict motion for a new trial due to jury misconduct. There's another one on here. I'm trying to the jurors. Okay. He said the district court abuses discretion when it failed to allow him to exercise several cause strikes for clearly biased jurors during the trial. So he's trying to say that some of the jurors were already biased, which I think is why in the other claim he stated that, you know, they wouldn't allow him to have the claim, to have the trial at another venue or give him a new trial. So I don't know. It's like 14 things that he's putting on this appeal. He trying anyway, but they saying that it is not recommended to have a whole laundry list of different reasons why you're filing appeal, because it's easier to get an appeal with the fewer discretions you put down. So I don't know if they're going to grant him appeal or not. You said court appointed or pro bono, both are possible. Yeah, that's what I'm like. If you are too strapped to file court fees, or they do have court appointed attorneys, you know, public defenders or pretenders, as some people call them. And yes, we are all financially strapped. I absolutely agree. I'm financially strapped all the time. Ah, financially strapped all the time. Shoot, I couldn't even work today. I had told y'all earlier, well, this morning I had did a review on Queen Sugar, and I had told y'all that the reason I was doing a view at 2:00 in the afternoon, which is unlike me unless it's on the weekend or unless I'm on vacation. I was like, I am off of work today because my work computer crashed. And being that one time my work computer crashed, it was about a year. No, matter of fact, it was the spring right before the world shut down. That's when my computer crashed, because I remember going to the office and I remember people being there. And then like right after that, our offices shut down. And I've been working from home for years. So, excuse me, I've always worked from home before the pandemic. So I had went to the office, gave them my laptop. They had gave me another one to use. And then once they rebuilt my normal laptop, I went back and picked up my old laptop. But since the offices are shut down still, all the IT people, the tech people, they're all working from home all over the United States. So I have to get a computer new mailed to me, and then I have to return this laptop in the mail to my job. So I couldn't work all day today. They said I should get it tomorrow because they're sending me one overnight, which I hope so. But I got plenty of PTO. I have, oh God, I be having months of PTO every year because we just get a lot of PTO, and I've been working at my job years. So I get a lot of PTO, sick and vacation and all that. So I had time, so I'm gonna get paid today, but it's still gonna hit a little bit because I've been working over all week, and since I couldn't work today at all that overtime is like not really going to be overtime, being that I didn't work my regular hours today. So with the total time, the overtime is going to be extra pay, but not as much as it would if I would have actually worked today. But I'm working this weekend, so they got me. They was like, "Child, do you want to work this weekend? We really behind. Oh my God, y'all, we so behind at work. It's really ridiculous. It's like ever since, y'all know I work in insurance and I do disability claims, and ever since the COVID numbers started going back up, all these different strains, people going out. That's what hit us last year. We was so swamped. We was days and days and days and days behind with work, and we literally did overtime for 8 months, like 8 months of overtime. I ain't never done that. Well, I ain't gonna lie. There was another job where, yeah, I've done that before. Worked almost a year overtime at another job years ago. But it can be very hard, very difficult. Of course, the money is nice, but you always want to try to take one for the team, play your part as part of the team. So, with any job I work, if they need a little extra help, I'll sign up for a little overtime. But when it comes to things like this, insurance and stuff, by law, you have to get insurance claims processed within a certain time. So by law, we can get in trouble if, we don't. So being that we are days behind, it's not good at all for our company. So yeah, I try to do my little part. So I am doing some overtime this weekend. But yeah, as far as Derek Chauvin, oh, you know what? Hold on, let me take a drink. You know what? These are the type of people that I do not feel sorry for. These are the type, like when R. Kelly lawyer said that he was poor, basically not a pot to piss in, not a window to throw it out, so he can afford his court fees. Don't nobody feel sorry for y'all asses. And then R. Kelly, every day throughout his trial, it's just like in 2008, with like Jerronda Pace and all them, one of his accusers now. But back then, Jerronda Pace, she was one of them people standing out there with a big old poster, a billboard, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. She was there every day at his court trial. There are people still doing that every day at his court trial. Maybe they should pass around an offer plate while they outside. Pass around an offering plate, pass around a bucket, something. Get one of them Red Cross cans, I don't know, and collect some money for y'all believing that this man has done nothing, has done absolutely no wrong in your eyes. Go ahead, up to the the courthouse, stand outside because you can't go in because of the pandemic, and put some coins and some dollars in there and get it to his lawyers. I don't feel sorry for them fools. Shit, you shouldn't have thought about that when you was doing up all them little girls. Shoot, and George Floyd should have thought, Chauvin should have thought about that when he was up there kneeling down on George Floyd's neck. Shoot. That man ain't gonna ever be able to make any more money ever in his entire life, not help take care of his daughter, help his family, anything like that. Shoot, and now you broke. You said all from play. Yes. Something. I'm just saying, all these diehard fans, raise some money. Have a car wash. Have a cake drive, a desserts drive. Sell some catfish dinners, some fried chicken wings and fries. Shoot. You know how they do when there's a funeral or when somebody needs to raise some money for somebody sick or something like that. They out there got that grease fire going, barbecuing, selling chicken wings, all that kind of stuff. Ribs, catfish, spaghetti dinners, pork chops. I'm just saying. But no, I don't feel sorry for them at all. And tomorrow on my downtime, I'm going to be discussing, now that the trial is over, I'm going to be discussing the last piece of information, the last things witnesses had to say, and all that kind of stuff before the jury comes back with a verdict. I hope the jury doesn't come back with a verdict before I do my little review. Tomorrow. But if they do, I don't care when they come back. Actually, if they come back before I do my little review or they come back afterwards, I just hope they say guilty, 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 then a motherfucker. That's what I hope they'll say. Because his ass is so nasty. Ugh. I wouldn't want to stay nowhere near that fool. Like, for real. He made people want to not have kids in Chicago. I don't want to travel to Chicago with no little girls. Sure, we might be at the mall or something, or at the local McDonald's that he tended to hang out at all the time to pick up kids. See his old nasty ass over there still trying to wear cornrows to the back and jerseys and shit, still trying to look like he 21 years old over there trying to entice them little girls with all his money and fame. Oh, Lord, don't get me started on that. Anyway, what else we want to talk about? Oh, y'all don't want me to get on that phone because y'all know I can. Ooh. He can sing. That he can do. He can sing. But he was not. Okay. Anyway, what else did I want to talk about? There was something else that I want to talk about. I was only going to try to stay on here for an hour tonight because this is literally my third live today, my third show today. I did the Queen Sugar review of episode 3 this afternoon. Then a few hours later, we talked about Kelly Price and how she was assumably missing, but now she's found, thank God. And now we have Friday Night Live, so child, okay. But what else did we want to talk about? Okay, we talked about Sonny and Kelly. Oh yeah. The Fugees. Storming my brain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly. Ow, ow, with his song. Hey! The Fugees is on a world tour, y'all. Ow! But why why on their first concert, these fools was hours late. Now I love the Fugees, okay? And they out here, you know, mark with a world tour, marking 25 years since their classic sophomore album, The Score. They're singing all their hit songs, Killing Me Softly with his songs, Ready or Not. You know, they singing all their jams and stuff. They are on a global world tour, not national, but global world tour. And the first spot out the gate in New York City, they was hours late, like hours late. I'm like, come on now, we love y'all, but I ain't made no albums in the grip. Hell, I don't even know if they still sound the same. Shoot. But yeah, they was hours late. I think it was supposed to start at like 6 p.m. It was what's today? 24th. Yeah, the first stop was in New York City on Wednesday, the 22nd. And they were supposed to start at 6 p.m. and they didn't come on 2 hours later. But yeah, and it was a pop-up concert. That was a pop-up one, and it was undisclosed location. But there were certain people who were there who knew they were supposed to start at 6 p.m. And again, they were late. Now, I'm gonna have to look up their tour destinations, their tour locations, because I want to make sure that I get a chance to see them. Hey, Miss Sislo.
Hey,
How you doing?
how you doing?
Girl, I'm up here talking about the Fugees.
Yeah, I heard they were they got back together.
Yes,
With
I
Lauryn
love
Hill.
the Fugees. Mm-hmm.
Yup.
I love the Fugees. I really, really do.
Yes,
But yeah,
new music
Wyclef,
and everything.
Ross, and Lauryn Hill, they is on a global tour.
You hear me?
Huh?
I said, you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing because I love Lauryn Hill. I was so have you ever been like, I know I'm not the only one, but have you ever been like distressed or distraught when you hear your favorite group or singer or rapper just fell off the map? Like their voice means so much to the world,
Yeah.
but then they just fall off the map. Kind of like with Whitney.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when the first time I heard her talk or sing and she was strung out or coming off of being high and she was just looking all cracked out and frail and looking, I mean, like a whole cancer patient.
Oh.
No offense, but I'm just saying that bad. And it hurt. It hurt. The first time she tried to sing on a show live, I can't remember what show it was. It BET. It was some show, music show.
I think it was the BET Awards or something.
Was it? And I was like, oh my God, what happened?
It was really skinny.
And she had her daughter up there. She was being all giddy. You know, I was like,
and you know, then that's when she started singing real fast.
And then she giving her husband Bobby, King of R&B, Rest in peace, Whitney. We love you.
Yeah,
we really do.
My brother was a diehard Whitney fan.
Child. Child.
It wasn't nothing for him to pay a couple $100 for a ticket. Cause he ain't need but one. He knew he was gonna see her. He loved Whitney.
I do too. I loved her so much. But I love Lauryn Hill too. Like when she was on help me out.
Sister
Act 2, child. When that was it the VHSs back then or was it the CDs?
Yep.
Okay, VHS. That part where she sang, where her mother's sitting out in the crowd and she's all nervous. I
Yeah.
swear I could play that over and over and over all day. That entire
My
performance.
kids knew that whole movie, every
Girl.
every joke.
Girl.
Cold beans.
Yes. What up, Nick Mac? What up, Nikki? Jump on the if you want to, Kyle. Let me put the link in the chat again. If anybody wants to jump on the panel with us and talk about whatever, feel free. But yes, I miss me some Lauryn Hill. And then I don't know, she got with one of those brothers and started having kids. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I be wishing it had such an angelic voice, because I used to sing back in the day. I used to be in a girls group, grew up singing in church choir, school choirs, all the way to my senior year. And I used to want to be a famous singer, and to have that talent and then just stop, that would probably break my heart, as if I lost a child, you know?
Yeah, like five kids by Ziggy Marley?
Yeah,
Anyway,
Marley, one of the brothers. Yeah. Yep.
And then that girl came out the Miseducation of. Oh my God! When I tell you that whole album was nice.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Mm-hmm.
That was my boy. I used to play that CD all the time.
Speaking of singers, you know that earlier today that Kelly Price was reported missing.
Yes, we've been talking about it all day. I did a live about it like 3 hours ago, and then we talked about it at the beginning of the show. But you heard that she's safe and sound, right?
At home, but and nobody's seen her. But
they said it's at an undisclosed location, and I still feel kind of I don't know.
Right. And then Mario Van Peebles Sr. passed away.
What?
Yep, he passed away yesterday morning.
Mario Van Peebles Sr.?
Yep. The elder.
Right, his father, not Mario Van Peebles, the current actor. Well, is he even still acting?
Yeah, girl, he directing Power.
Oh, that's right. Well, okay, so he's behind the scenes. Okay, gotcha. But oh wow, rest in peace to his father. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
his father was in film too. Yeah.
They talked about how Bill Cosby gave him $75,000 to get started. And he said he would do this, and he said, "I don't want you doing nothing else. I don't want no parts, nothing. Just give me my money back."
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, he was one of the famous Black filmmakers, you know, back in the day, and basically his son is like kind of carrying that torch.
He was a pioneer of Blaxploitation.
Yep. Oh, well, rest in peace to him. Wow.
And they did a story about his life, and his son played him. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? Where can I see it?
I gotta remember the name of it. Please forgive me. I'll find out. But yeah.
Is it called God, I'm trying to look it up. Let's see.
Yep. Junior play singer.
What's
and girl.
Called? No, that wasn't it.
I can't look it up.
Oh my God, he was in Panther. Yeah, that was right. 1995. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so he acted in movies such as I'm trying to find the one that you saying he acted with his dad. I thought that
he played his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. I'll find out though if you don't find it.
Yeah, okay, please do.
I
Please
will.
do.
But I'm gonna tell you what I'm excited about, girl.
Okay.
The premiere of
What?
BMF.
Oh yeah, we need to do reviews together on that. I can't wait.
Girl, I actually I want to do. I wish it was a way I could do a live while it's going. I know you can't show it or whatever, but a live
Well, we can
reaction
always
on
have it turned down. We can, as long as it's not showing or
that.
you can't
Okay.
hear it. As long as you can't hear it, you can still, because
Girl.
we do that all the time. Like when there's a breaking news or when the president was getting inaugurated or during the football games, the playoff. We do that all the time over here. I just make sure it's turned down so we won't get copyright strike.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want, we can do that with the like the premiere. We can do it on yours or we can do it on mine. It don't matter.
They feel it's part of it right here.
Mm. Oh, can you oh dang, it is the pandemic, so you can't even go down to the filming or try to get tickets on set or none of that, huh? That'd be cool if you could blog from there or something, Oh wow.
But Big Meech's son is playing him in the movie.
Okay.
So Little Meech is playing Big Meech. That's what made me think about it. Yeah. And Eminem is playing White Boy Rick.
Oh, you talking about Sweet? I found it. You talking about Sweetbags?
I think so.
That's the movie that Mario played his father's character as a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Hopefully, matter of fact, I think I saw somewhere where they said they're gonna be running it. They're gonna screen it at a New York Film Festival this week for the 50th anniversary tribute. So, yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now that's one. But there's another one. Where they're documenting his filmmaking process.
It's
and
so
how
many.
And how he was making the films and all that. So they're showing it because I can visualize right now Mario Van Peebles going through film tape with a cigar in his mouth, and just like his dad, looking over the top of his glasses. And that's girl. He looked just like his dad.
I'm up here looking at the old pictures of his father with a full beard. His father was
he was handsome. But
yes, listen, he was.
His name shouldn't have been Mario Van Peebles Jr. It should have been Mario Van Peebles again.
I know. That's definitely his twin. It's definitely his twin. Yeah. But yeah, he died at 89 years.
89 years.
Yes. He was very influential in the Black filmmaking.
And Junior said that they realized that dad was getting old, so him and his brother and sister, talked to him, and they knew that he wouldn't want to die in a hospital or whatever. So they wanted to bring him home, they said, and it was true. Like when he got home around the grandkids and the dogs and all that, he would start lighting up and enjoying whatever. And he said, so the other night, he said he got to the point that he really wanted to be close to him. So he slept on a cot in the room where his dad was at, and he said at 2:30 in the morning, I just woke up, and I was like, I just felt the urge to go over and just put my hand on his chest and say, I love you, Daddy. And it's so crazy because I had just got finished thinking to myself, I wonder do grown people still call their dad daddy like I did? I was always like daddy. Me and my brother, we still call him daddy. So he said he put his hand on his chest and said, "I love you, Daddy." And he said he didn't respond, and he realized
Oh.
that he wasn't breathing, and he was like he knew that he had crossed over with the ancestors. So it
Mhm.
was touching. Because people were asking, "How did he die?" I think, for you to not be family and say, how you
I
die,
hate when
whatever.
people ask that. Like when
Hmm.
people put on Facebook, please pray for my aunt or my mom or brother or whatever who just passed. And people
Hmm.
be like, "What happened? When? What?" I'm like,
Hmm.
all in the comments, or they hit you up behind the scene, asking you what happened. Did they have the COVID? Because everybody think everybody died of COVID nowadays.
Hmm.
Ain't nothing else to die out of, out there these days, just the COVID.
Hmm.
But still, I think it's disrespectful if you're not really close to the family to ask that. I
Hmm.
really do. Because if you're that close to the family, you'd already know
Hmm.
what they sick from. You would.
Hmm.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, girl. And my niece's service was today.
Oh, how did that turn out? I know it was probably very emotional for you guys.
Well, you know what? The concept. I love it. It was not at a funeral home, wasn't at church. It was at a hall,
Mm-hmm.
and she was cremated. So her
Mm-hmm.
ashes was there, but her mom had like whoever decorated the hall for her anyway had pictures on every table, and each picture was different. It was like it might have been a picture of her making a face or
Yeah.
smiling or in a prom dress or little
Yeah.
events. And she was
Yeah.
going to school for photography. Pictures of her and her brother, and she was gay, so they were in. Both of them was dressed in a tuxedo, and when I tell
Oh,
you,
cute.
they look like twins.
Oh my God. Are they close in age?
No, she would have been 24 next week, and he's 16.
Mm-hmm.
But she's tall, and he's taller. And I mean, and they were, I call them twin flames because when I tell you, you would think that they were identical, paternal, but identical twins. Only
Mm-hmm.
paternal because the sex is different.
Mm-hmm.
But they same smile, same everything, except for Isaiah has a little hair on his face.
Oh.
So
Wow.
mhm, he locked his hair like her.
Mm-hmm.
So that the locks are even falling the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So he came over when he saw me come pull up in the parking lot. He saw me, ran over to the car, Auntie, and grabbed and hugged me. All of the kids did, all of the boys did that came over because that's all. It was only
Oh.
her that it was the only grandchildren that grandma had was granddaughters rather. Now she has great
Mm-hmm.
grands, but the only granddaughter she had it was only two, and
Mm-hmm.
Kim was the oldest, and then Ayana, and there's a big age difference between Kim and Ayana. But yeah, it was it was something, and I was okay. Like I said, as long as they okay, I'm gonna be okay. They don't
Mm-hmm.
cry. Grandma
Yeah.
broke down. When Grandma broke down, I couldn't. The
You couldn't
waterworks
help
started.
it. It just, yeah.
I couldn't. Then when her first cousin Mike got up, he was talking, and he said the last time I saw her, she didn't speak to me. And he said, I was like, "Well, dang, what's wrong with her?" He said, "But you know, it probably wasn't nothing. Her Yana being Yana, because sometimes she can be mean."
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, and he couldn't even get it out. He just, when I say this grown man boohoo to the point to where that was it for me. It was it for me. And then her brother, his testimonial was beautiful, but he broke down too. He said how she called him, and they didn't have a real close relationship all the time, but how she called him and said to him, "I need you to come over here because I need to talk to you," or whatever. And he's like driving, thinking something was wrong. He said, I get over there, she out there shooting basketball, like everything was cool. I'm like, girl, you tell me about to get a ticket trying to get to you. So she said, talk to me. He's like, talk about what? She said, anything, just talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so all she wanted was to bond with her brother.
You okay?
All she wanted to do was to bond with her brother. And everybody was talking about how these last couple of weeks were different.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was her beautiful self, because she called me, but it's been a few months when she called me. I was supposed to make lasagna for her. Mm-hmm. And I called, she said, can we make it another day? Because I kind of got, I said, cool, whenever you're ready, baby. Auntie got you, just call me. Mm-hmm. So she called, she got in touch with my daughter, Kaya, and they were supposed to meet up this week. Their birthdays are exactly 1 week apart. Ayana's is the 29th, Kaya's is the 6th. So they were supposed to get together. And then she inboxed my daughter, Nikki, my oldest daughter. Mm-hmm. And she said, which she said to other people was, if there's something that you can't use and it's holding you back, let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Well, come to find out, just a couple of days prior, Saturday, she told Grandma, I want to go to church. I want us to go to church. You know, me and you. She said, okay, Yana, what church? She told her, which was a family, the pastor's family. So they got up and she woke Grandma up. She said, Grandma, Sunday morning, Grandma, come on, get up. We got to go to church. So she said, okay. She said, but Yana took so long in the bathroom, I fell back asleep. She said, no, she came and woke me up. No, Grandma, come on, let's go. And if you know Ayana, number one, Ayana is a stud. So she don't like wearing dresses or none of that. Mm-hmm. So she went to church and she pastor was praying. She got caught up. Started shouting. They said they looked back and they were fanning Ayana. Now this is totally out of her character, because she just a hard stud girl that, you know what I'm saying, but she liked to laugh, she liked to have fun, but she's not a skirt wearing girl, none of that. Mm-hmm. So to see the people at the church fanning her and praising with her, and they said she was back there tearing the floor up like all So they said she cried through the whole service. She was just crying through the whole.
We praying for you. We got prayer hands in the chat. Nikki said prayers for your family's strength through in the days ahead. And Black Hearted Misses threw up some prayer hands as well.
Thank you all. So the preacher said he was had his eyes closed and he gave the invitation. When he opened his eyes, Ayana was standing there. She wanted to be baptized. She joined the church. She rededicated her life to the Lord. Two days later, she was on her way to pick her friend up. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, I guess it was, Mom got a knock at the door. And she said, do you know somebody that drives a whatever car? And she said, yeah, it's my daughter's car. Where's my daughter? What's going on? And they told her. Somebody blew through the light, hit the truck. It spun around and hit it again. Mm-mm-mm. And the car exploded.
Oh, man.
The baby was burned beyond recognition. So So she had to be cremated. But all of these emotions, rededicating her life to the Lord, all of the showing love and bonding with her brother, calling my daughter, inboxing my other daughter out of the blue, just all and crying. It's the crying in the service. It's almost like a premonition. Like she was preparing herself for what's to come, and the tears was like that of Jesus in the garden. When
That's
he
what
knew,
it sounds like, a premonition.
yeah, when Jesus was in the garden and he was telling the Lord, telling God, if it be your will, let this cup pass, because he knew he was about to die on the cross. And he cried. He cried because he didn't want to go with that part of it. But he didn't realize two things. One, all of the lives that he had impacted. And two, that he was gonna resurrect and reign. So I thank God. Thank God for all of the lives my baby impacted, because her mom had only ordered 100 obituaries, and she said, we only ordered this amount of food because we had no idea. That hall was packed. That her classmates, her co-workers, people she met along the way, people she just shared a nugget with. She was wise beyond her years. Her family, her loved ones, her friends, everybody. That hall was packed. But it reminds me of a story that this preacher said, and the bottom line to the story was, sometimes it takes the life of one to save the souls of many.
That is true.
So when they, open up the doors of the church, and hopefully people will respond because of the legacy that she left at only 23 years old. So it was that part was emotional, but the concept of there not being a body to look down there and not being able, just the slow song. She didn't have any flowers. She didn't want flowers. She didn't want any of that. She wanted it to be a celebration of life. So after the churchy part and the words and all that, people ate and they pumped up the music and had a party.
Party for the rest of the night. See?
Yeah.
That's how we did at my aunt's funeral last week. That's how a lot of Black funerals are. It's like, this isn't a funeral. It's a homegoing. Somebody's going home to be with God. No more suffering, no more pain, no more misery. And we gonna turn up. And every now and then you see somebody standing to the side breaking down. But then there's people there comforting them and, get back to the partying. And because it really is, it's really sad to lose somebody, really sad, and my heart breaks for you and your family. But to know that they are in a better place, and anybody, like, if I was to die today, you make sure you tell them, whoever it is, whatever, you tell them they better party it up. They know when I like to get together with my family, my folks, I like to play cards, dominoes, we be drinking and dancing and singing and all that. Hey, I don't want nobody walking around, throwing me these sad turn up. After the funeral, y'all better turn up. Shoot. That's for real. But yeah, my heart goes out to you and your family. And I'm going to keep you guys in my prayers. Hey, Carrie Ray said, I'm back. Welcome back. Who sung that song?
Welcome back, Carter.
No, that's that dude that looked like a camel. Jay-Z, right?
Yeah, but
That's Lil Wayne, right?
he sampled it. I think it was Jay-Z. But he
Welcome
sampled it
back,
from the show
welcome back.
Welcome Back, Kotter.
No, that's not it though. That's not it though. I just can't remember the name of the rapper who sang it because he had went on hiatus for some years. Then when he came back, that was like one of his songs on his rap album. But I can't remember who it was right now. But
Was it
my God.
Mace?
Yeah. There you go, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like Mace.
Yeah.
But
I love
honey,
Mason Bethel, baby. I love him.
yes. Did y'all hear about the lady who? Oh my God! Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Let me. Gotta pull up another video, y'all. Pull up another video. Did y'all hear about the lady who was arrested for jumping on her kid's bus and fighting an 11-year-old child that was bullying her child? Did y'all see that?
That 11-year-old kid whooped her tail.
No, I mean, hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find the video because I have the video.
Those kids Molly whopped her old butt.
I'm like, hold on. I'm trying to find the doggone video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I did with the video, child. But yeah, this happened. What day was it? The 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like a week ago. Yeah. So she's from Alabama, and she was arrested for fighting her kid's suspected bully on the school bus. And her name is Nanette Waldrop. She's 37 years old. She got on the yellow bus, got into a fight with the elementary schooler that she had thought was picking on her kid. There was a video that went on social media. She was charged with assault, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. And the superintendent of the Jefferson County School District said the incident was unacceptable and will not be tolerated. She was released from jail last Tuesday after posting a bond of $10,500. And they said it wasn't immediately clear if the 11-year-old suffered any injuries. Now, come on now. 11-year-old though?
Yeah, but let me tell you something though.
Hold on, here's the video. I found it. Hold up. Oh, go ahead.
Some of these 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old can be very disrespectful.
Yeah.
And they can talk to you and come step to you like you ain't crap. And I get that. Yeah. But in this case, she got her butt whooped. The kids whooped her tail on that bus. They said it started with the 11-year-old whooping her, and then some other ones joined in. So it defeated the person. She got a rat-a-tat-tat.
No, you didn't say rat-a-tat-tat. But come on now, like seriously, an 11-year-old. Now this, what did she think was gonna happen? Now, I know that a lot of parents like me be like, I fight to the death for my kids. I beat somebody's brakes off for my kids. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about an 11-year-old child, and you almost 40 years old. Like, who does that? And if your child was being bullied, teach your kid to fight. You know, I had to do that with my oldest son, right? I told you the story how he used to come home and be crying and upset because he was being bullied and smacked around and tripped, and little kid knocking his stuff off his desk and just all kind of stuff, right? So I had told him, hey, me, my brothers, and I think some cousins and his dad, we gathered him around and we were showing him how to fight, how to block, you know, just, yeah. And I was like, if you keep on coming home, because of these fights, we're gonna have a problem. And they weren't even fighting yet; they were just bullying him. So I'm like, okay, we took the steps, went through all the teachers, went through the administrators, the principals, the da 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 da, and nothing worked. The bully kept bullying. So that's when we started teaching him how to fight and defend himself. And that's what it took. Next thing we know, he got suspended for a whole week for dog walking that little boy. And the little boy did put his hands on him first. It was proof of that. The little boy got suspended too. But yeah, that little boy, no child messed with my son for the rest of the 2 years he went to that school. So sometimes it works to just tell your kid, just fight them back. Just, But ain't no way I'm going to jump on somebody's little 11-year-old kid, because I wouldn't want nobody jumping on my little 11-year-old kid, not 11-year-old kid, not as an adult. No. But I don't know. That's just me. Oh, is this Tone in the background? I didn't even have the screen up. What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry, I hope you weren't waiting too long. I was trying to find this video.
You good. I was sitting up here, about to send. I wanted to send my condolences out. Girl almost about to have me up here crying. I'm like, what the hell going on?
I'm sorry.
No, you good, family, because I think I kind of remember that you had lost a loved one here recently. So, you know what I'm saying? No, it's all good. How y'all doing? What's going on?
We doing good. How you doing?
Oh man, girl, I'm tired. I'm off for the weekend. Been calling all these inspectors and good Lord, all these septic tank companies and roofers and electricians and mold. Come to find out, my job, man, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they get this stuff under handles. I just started, but it's to a point to where if the inspectors come in, they're gonna shut it down anyway until they get rid of this mold. I'm like, oh my God, come on.
Really? They got you working on a site with a lot of mold?
Oh well, no, that's we just not finding that out. I'm the only engineer there. I mean, that's a new ownership and all that. I mean, you know how it is when folks wanna just because something look good don't mean everything on the inside good. So, but no, other than that, I'm good. No, I'm very well protected because now I had them people come through. So it's like, okay, I know where not to go. So yeah, all that stuff could really get taken care of when I go back Monday. I mean, that's a lot of folks ain't gonna do nothing without I don't control the finances. I'm just my own big fish in my own part of the pond. So but when it comes to releasing that budget, nah, nigga, you better talk to the general manager in corporate. No, you ain't releasing no funds. You can do everything else. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I mean, it's cool, and plus, I'm still working on getting me another vehicle. So, sometimes that might take a little bit of energy out of a brother because it's been cooking down here, girl.
Oh, shoot. How hot?
Yeah, well, actually, it's been cooling off lately. It's been dropping. Shit. Well, the highest today was still in the high 80s, but it don't feel like it. It still feel like it's in the 95s to 100.
Oh, child.
Yeah, so
it's cooler down here. We still in the 80s pretty much every day now, but at night it's getting down to the 40s. You know how it is up here in the Midwest.
Y'all like 10 plus degrees, a little cooler down here. It's been getting down to like 57 to 59, and then by the time it comes probably about 9, about 10ish, temperature start climbing. So it's like we still got them upper 80s. We might have a few more low 90s next week, but other than that, fall is official. So I mean, I've been, it's been cool though. Sis. I mean, I can't complain. Just been it ain't hard work. Just dealing with jackass folks that feel like that when they travel, like the amenities that they looking for, it should be just like home. Like I should get my way type shit, and I need this and that. What the hell you want me to do if the poop? Let me tell you this real quick. I'll put y'all like this, and this is as my grandfather, the late great Bishop Bernie Richardson would say. I'm gonna take y'all to TV land. Let me talk to TV land
I
real
love
quick.
when you say his name, the great.
You know what I'm saying? Here it is, though. As the man used to say, he would say, "Now this message is going out to everybody in TV land, but look, y'all, those that travel, please, whatever y'all do, stop giving the hospitality staff hell. We don't own shit, okay?
Mhm.
We are not the owners."
Mhm.
Now, mind you, when our people was kind of dominating the hospitality industry, wasn't a lot of complaints.
Mhm.
Why? Because we was cooking everything, we was
Right.
cleaning everything, we was fixing everything, we was landscaping everything, we was running everything.
Mhm.
Now you got Habib owning every damn thing, cutting corners on everything. No disrespect to my La Raza La Familia, none of that. But they getting it in and into they gonna cook, clean, wipe down everything. Whether some of them do it half-ass or some of them might do it 5-star material. Yet still they gonna be dedicated and they gonna stick with it. Then you got these, these clowns out here that don't want to fix stuff. And then it makes it worse when you're in a college town.
Mhm.
And it's like because they know that these students is going to they're just like it's like a fad to them, and you got owners basically that's absentee. Like the guy that they had just bought this hotel from it's a Radisson. It's an old country in it's not too old, it's built in '08, but nevertheless, let me tell you what this clown was doing. Let's just say that it's four levels, including the bottom level and 3 levels up. Whenever he didn't have a full house, he would take the 2 floors and shut them down like completely, cut off the electricity, water, everything. I mean, he just cheap. Now, mind you, this is a nice ass hotel. Now, he didn't have no staff. I think he had 2 housekeepers, him, and maybe a front desk agent.
Mhm.
So he was basically sidelined and pocketing all the money, right? So when the new company that I'm working for, they bought them out. This is actually their first property that they own. They do a lot of manage. They go around and do a lot of management, like for resorts and hotels. Nevertheless, they damn good at what they do. But this is their actual first like hotel that they bought and managing. So they loving it. But you know how that go. So I started wondering why this man was really quick to just jump and just, like, hold up. Because everybody in the world know them Patels ain't selling shit. You can look up that last name, Patel, Patel, and I'm going to tell you right now, from Arizona to North Carolina, they ain't getting rid of selling and unass and management on shit. Because that's bread and butter. That brings generations of their kids over here from their tribe over in the Middle East and set them up and get them through law schools and engineering and tech schools and science schools and all that and the whole 9. So it's very seldom you can get them to sell, but nevertheless, make a long story short, the point is that people should really start being like more mindful because you got a lot of scam artists, a lot of con artists out here. And in particular, I'm talking to you European non-melanated people. Y'all got to start really acting like y'all privileged, like y'all shit don't stink, or like y'all running the world. You feel me? Like, and I'm being honest because some of us, not all of us, but some of us is with the smoke and with the shit. It ain't that deep. You're just basically traveling. You're busy. My job is to make sure that you're covered. My job is to make sure that the infrastructure is running good. The water hot, drinking water cold. Make sure ain't no rugrats and other things and stuff going on. Make sure you can enjoy your facilities. If you're swimming, make sure the swimming pool is chemically balanced. All that stuff is important, no doubt. But when the demand start going to a point to where people start being disrespectful, that's where all bets is off. Okay, where the hell is this goddamn? Excuse me, y'all. Where the fuck is this damn cat? Get your ass up out of the way, my dog. Where my dog at?
What the heck? What?
I was about to get my bag, y'all. This doggone cat walked by my doggone me window like, hold up, let my damn put out there. But yeah, the thing is this, y'all. Sorry about that, you know. But people, since I've learned over the years, is that you have some people that are just outright manipulative. They take advantage of the situations because they know that a lot of this in the hospitality industry, their motto is the customer. The customer's always right.
And the food industry.
Yeah. But you already know the customer 9 times 10 is an asshole and wrong. So, I mean, but nevertheless, you know, I mean, I don't work front desk. I don't have the gauze to work front desk because some people, yeah, it'd be okay corral. Come talk crazy to me because your punk ass trying to act like you got a Walmart version of a American Express debit card and you mad because you got to pay a doggone deposit because you got one of them gas station Vanilla One cards and think you about to go over here and get, you know, well, I want a discount all the time, you know, just the expectations from society is really unrealistic. And that's what I've been, you know, it's not a stressful thing. It's just like, it's more saying that people, I've been learning since that people shouldn't be so unrealistic about things. I mean, it's, you know, travel, enjoy yourself. I mean, but you do have shitty experiences. Even me being in the industry, I've stayed at places. I'm not gonna even say, I'm gonna say their name, Mainstay Suites back home. Like doing College World Series. Everybody that come to Omaha doing College World Series, you dirty motherfuckers, don't have a lot of money. So y'all need to stop overcharging folk with them old raggedy ass broke down doggone me facilities that y'all got in that multi-billion-dollar city. Don't get me started on my hometown. But anyway, as I was saying, things is.
But you know, people make a lot of money, especially the people in South Omaha along that street down there by the zoo. I mean, all over there, like downtown. I mean, people make a lot of money. Like normal everyday people with homes, like they be opening up their homes. Some people open up their driveways. They allow people to park in their driveways. They charge like $50. I mean, not $50 for the driveway, but like for the whole like days, they charge like $50, $100 for people to park in their driveway every day. So
and that I mean, that's a hustle. I'm not saying don't do, you know, like when they used to have it down in Roosevelt, that was and I understand why they shut that down over there, even though that was all behind Henry Dooley Zoo on that, you know, like, hell, we're gonna raise that. But you know, every year those people, there was a lot of people that made a ton of money.
Yes, I used to wish I could have a house over there. I mean, I remember one time we went to there was something going on over there. I can't remember, but we parked off a ways into the cut, into a neighborhood over there. I didn't know where the hell I was. And somebody was charging to park their car. They had like a big open grass yard next to their house. And they was charging people like $10. You could park, pull up. I mean, just in their yard. Like it was like 15 cars over there. I think for the concert or something. I don't know, but
you gotta think. It's that's even like this down here, like A&M. Like for instance, if you own some property anywhere close to A&M, people will. I'm talking about people that are like, I'm talking about like, you know, like what they call it, like they're like yearly ticket holders, like season ticket holders. They've been season ticket holders for 20, 30, 40 years. There's people that I've ran into or just be walking by their house. They'd be like, I'd be like, why y'all so chipper during the game season? They'd be like, man, it's money time. And I'd be like, money time? They'd be like, bruh, I've been able to pay off my mortgage. I'd be like, how the hell you? They like, and and I'm an engineer by trade, or I'm a nurse by trade, or I'm retired, you know, military, you know, in my occupation, I'm retired. they like, this is like a yearly salary within a few months of the football or the basketball seasons, because people coming from all over, they know parking, they don't want to go over there and do no paid parking on campus, so they rather just get, they know that they can get the busing system. Because down here, these cats even got their own doggone busing system. Literally. I ain't talking about like the public, and it's actually public can get on it, you just gonna pay a little more if you ain't got the ID, but nevertheless, they got their own. I'm talking about 7 days a week, year round. I'm talking about from like about a.m. morning, about 5 o'clock, 5, 7 in the morning to probably about midnight. 7 days a week. This is a student. This is a university. So what people do is they have like pick, what you call it, park and ride. And that's what people be doing. They'll go and park. They'll walk about a half a block to a block to where they parked at. And boom. You know what I'm saying? They jump on that bus. It's going to take them right there. They go right there in the middle of the campus. All they do is get off and they're in the middle of everything. And they can get chauffeured around the campus if they want. That costs a little extra, but nevertheless.
Hey, make your money any way you can. I know somebody up here who bought a throwback old school bus and turned that thing into a party bus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's city. That's what they do. That's like even back down like here in the country. They do shit what they call like mudding and all that. You know, they go to horseback trail right now. But you got cats out there, they might have where they'll take an old bus and renovate it. Like you say, party bus, but it be when you go into the hay rides and party rides, you out in the country. So it's going down. It ain't no just all where we gotta watch what we say and do. No, when you out in the middle of the country, you could have a ball loud as you want. Think what you want, pass out. They got to worry about nobody buying. You wake up, everybody still around. You still picking up they cowboy boots, having fun, hee-hawing and drinking moonshine. You over there. I
know. One of my favorite YouTubers, Deanna Irvin. She was supposed to throw something together because a lot of YouTubers, they throw something like annually or biannually, and it might be like a get together over the weekend or something, and they plan all these events, for they subscribers and stuff. And she was supposed to do that in Mississippi where she lived right before the pandemic hit, but because of the pandemic, all the YouTubers had to cancel their events. But I think she's going to have it eventually someday. But I'm hoping to go because she's down in Mississippi and they got these 4-wheelers and stuff and they be out there. Oh my God, she has so much land and she just be out there on her phone, walking around her yard. I'll be like, child, I'll be 4-wheeling all over that shit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to whenever she.
Hey, sis, I'm telling you, man, the people don't understand. Our people didn't forgot, man, that the South is where our roots is. I mean, it's a whole total different ball game down here once you really, really start to, research and see what it is, what's really going on. And it's like, and now it's starting to become even more expensive because people are starting to migrate.
Everybody's trying to go down south.
Because you ain't never heard nobody from the South want to retire up north, have you?
Heck no.
They might want to have a vacation.
Maybe work here or vacation here, but not retire.
Exactly. So the thing is that our people, we should really be thinking about like the ones, our elders that's still alive, the great uncles and great aunties and grannies and the few that we have to really start protecting their property. Because I was just reading some stuff to my wife earlier today, and this is for those that really may understand dealing with wood, right? Don't you know that a lot of our people got certain species of trees on their property that is worth just one big ass, like for instance, one big ass maple tree. Don't you know that you can have somebody prune the top of a maple tree, just the whole top part of it? You can take them branches and all that and make stuff like candle holders and all that stuff, break that stuff down, take it to a sawmill, have all that stuff done. You know how many thousands of dollars that is just from somebody? You spending about a few hundred, $300, $400, $500 for somebody just to trim the top of a maple tree and take that wood and have that wood processed and make candle holders and trays and all that stuff. a typical maple tree, if you do it right and if you know how to work the wood, you can make about $250,000 on up to about $1 million if you do it yourself. It just depends. Yes, that's one tree. See, our people don't understand the value of wood and land. That's why when folks come and knock them trees down, they'll be glad to take that shit for you. They ain't gonna charge you nothing to take, because you know why? They know exactly they're gonna take it to Mr. Charlie up there in Lake Cunningham. He know how to process it because he got a sawmill over there. He got a grinder over there. He gonna take that tree and them stumps in that slab. He gonna take them big long 50-foot branches you didn't drop. He gonna take that stuff over there. He gonna make some slabs, some tables, some all kind of stuff, and he gonna make about a good $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 off of it. He might have then charged you about. He might have gave you about 15, 20 for it, but he gonna turn around and make 50 plus off of it because you know how to process it. So imagine a lot of our loved ones and people that are elders and stuff, like especially in southern or even northern regions that have. I don't care if the house is only a quarter or a half an acre, but if you got a bunch of trees around, whether it's in the hood or not, what we do is we get confused and we get caught up about how much it's gonna cost to renovate. Oh, well, grandma and them didn't have proper plumbing. That's gonna cost too much. We're looking at the upfront cost. We're not looking at what's around. If we really dug into our environments and where we stay and what we own or what we do try to own, trust us, the money is there. It's just that we have forgotten because we done got so caught up in the limelight, the condos, the downtowns, the urban revitalizations, and all the other zotlizations, and now everybody wants to do the urban. No, let's take it back to the roots. We ain't saying go back to the old cotton slavery days and, you know, yes sir, no sir, and all we eating the hog maw, fried pig feet and chitlins and all. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like start really, because a lot of our people are skilled. Like a lot of folks don't understand the biggest labor pool of our people lies in the states of Louisiana and Alabama. We got the biggest labor pool that we will need to actually start as far as construction and stuff like that. If our people really want to just really start taking over and start really doing shit neighborhood by neighborhood, we could do it. But because our mentalities is not right, we're too busy chasing instead of marinating and trying to figure out, no, don't let me steal aunties or grandpa or uncles and them land, or mamas and them land. Hold on, let's see what I know. It might be a little bit debilitated, but if we put a little bit of work to it, a little elbow grease, and pay some people, some of our people that know how to do this work good and keep the money circulating, we can save mamas and them property and house instead of trying to sell it to we thinking, oh well, the city said they give us $100,000 for it, because the city looking at you like, yeah, we're gonna give you $100,000 to tear that shit down, and we're gonna build up a little super soaker home right here in charge and make the doggone tax rates around the neighborhood go sky high. We're gonna tear your old brick home down and put up a shipping container. Because that's what they're doing in a lot of cities, like in East Dallas and other places that have historical neighborhoods. They're tearing. Like, look at the dudes. They made that, but look over there on the dudes over there between Burdette by Bryan Center and right there off of Clark or Parker. All that, them ain't never doggone shipping containers. They just update just.
Yeah.
And how much they charge down there?
The ones where Pleasant Green West used to be.
And what they charge?
I looked into them, and like a 3-bedroom, the rent was like $1,000, give or take. I think it was a little more than $1,000. Most people over there do have Section 8 though, so they take Section 8 vouchers.
When that was the project. When that was the projects, when folks were paying full rent, how much was full rent in the projects?
Shit, I don't know. When I used to live in the projects in Spencer, and at the lowest I paid $25 when I didn't have a job, but at the highest, which is when I was like, I ain't paying that shit, I'm about to go get me a house. But at the highest, they tried to charge me like $600 or something, and that was for a 2-bedroom. I was like, I ain't paying no $600 damn in no project
Okay, in that same place, because you know now, and I knew it was coming, but you know they about to do the same thing in the South Side. They about to do it to South Terrace now. They about to basically raise all that because they got the Crocs in over there. They're about to raise all that down, rebuild it back up, and gonna charge astronomical prices.
And
What
if
they gonna do
and
with
most
everybody
people can't afford it unless they have a Section 8 voucher or a housing voucher.
They ain't gonna even be accepting Section 8 over there. Not like that.
I don't know.
They're about to do scatter sites. So let me tell you. And speaking of which,
It's a lot of new scatter sites too.
You know I got to get up on that, right?
What?
Did you get the video I sent you about the dumbass cop?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me go to it.
Yeah, got caught up there stroking.
Oh yeah, I did. Remember I told you I was gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you see what I posted on my profile. I gave a rat's ass. Yeah, he up there for that Cash App, that old contaminated Cash App twat. And he up there.
I was like, he having sex with a prostitute in his unmarked police vehicle.
He was going in.
The dude walking by said all he saw was some white lady, skinny little legs over top the seats in the cop car.
And I was in up here like, and then, you know, somebody called it out like, I bet you he married.
I swear, I would have done the same thing. You know, I would have done the same thing. I would have took my camera out so fast.
That right there, come on, man. I mean, let's just be honest. But these people are supposed to be outstanding leaders and the people that look up to the community look up to. You're supposed to be enforcing the law, and you out here alone. Little brittle bone Becky. Really?
When I saw the video, it's like even the video, you can't barely see anything though inside the car.
You can see when he tried to block it off.
When he was pulling his pants up, you can tell when he was pulling his pants up, and then he climbed out the back of the truck, and he probably gathered himself some more, and then hurried up and jumped in the truck and drove off.
No, sis. They was in the truck.
Up. I know, but he got out. You saw where he got out, the back of the back door.
That's what he did when they took. You talking about before they took off?
Before he took off, he climbed out the back because they was in the back.
See that part? Because I was like tripping, like, okay, it just caught me because I'm like, hold up, man. And then,
but for real, still though, you like, come on now, you couldn't find some better, undisclosed or some better secret location or wait until nighttime.
This nigga middle of the parking lot.
In the middle of the parking lot. Broad daylight.
Stroking.
And it was apartments because the guy was a resident in the apartments right there. I was like, are you kidding me?
So they can get away with stroking prostitutes. Oh, and the Nebraska.
I don't know. I know he was put on leave.
Oh, but you know what? Because I'm pretty sure he dirty as hell. Yeah, brittle bone Becky. You already know, sis. You already know.
Melissa, you about to have me choke.
Yeah.
Brittle.
Look here. Look, y'all. Let me tell you this.
Did y'all see the video though? Hold up. Let me hold up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, boy, you got this is the hood table.
I got the video, but I did put my logo like over where I think it might have showed a little, because I didn't want to get my video taken down because of showing private body parts, because you can't post that on YouTube. But you can generally tell what was going on. So let me show y'all the video. Hey Tracy Boo. Yes, he said Brittle Bone Becky.
Slobbering folks on that. Yeah.
Oh my God. Y'all, Tone, I was so, man, when you sent me that video, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, watch this shit.
Oh shit. I uploaded it on my YouTube video, so that's what we about to watch. Hold on, let me
Yeah, this is out the TV land. This is midnight special time. Check it out.
Oh man. Okay, I did put up my warning theme. Let me just scroll through. I want to get straight to the video before I press play. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
It's the police in here fucking, y'all. Look, he fucking a prostitute. The police. The nigga in here fucking a prostitute. Oh, hell no. This nigga in here fucking a prostitute. Look, got his pants down. Look at this shit. Boy, your ass would have locked me up for this shit. Boy, I'm finna call you in, cuz. You ain't a fucking prostitute. Oh, hell no. I'm finna call your ass in, boy. I'm finna call your ass clean in. Hell no. Jeez.
So you saw, like, towards the end of the video, the cop had jumped out the back. He jumped out the back, and I think he was kind of fixing up his clothes and stuff.
Well, so he shouldn't know. He should have known better off top, because you can tell he's been doing that for quite a while.
Yes. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm appalled.
You childish.
Not just any old one. You couldn't find, the prostitute.
No, sir. He's been doing that for a while. When you're comfortable with both like that, when you're comfortable like that, because I've even witnessed some of Omaha's finest. Well, especially before they start renovating the Deuce, when it used to be the churches and all that, and the old buildings right there where the new right there off the Lake Patino, between Lake. Remember all that used to be them old row buildings and all that stuff, them old ass buildings.
Let's not forget about the hotel that used to be on Dodge Street.
Oh yeah, you talking about Travel Inn? 39th.
all the hoes and bros was up there. They was selling everything out of there.
They were selling everything from ass
to drugs. Mm-hmm.
And then them niggas are still the stripes off the back of a zebra be selling it to you. I'm trying
to told you. I tried to told you, man.
Well, I wouldn't know. And see, this is about to be a message out to the good, infamous Nebraska State Patrol. Oh yeah. How is y'all the ones that's gonna be? If I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was some of them family members that lost their life to fentanyl, oh, it would be a handful of Nebraska State Patrolmen not too longer around, let's just say they'll be talking to the Lord face to face.
Yeah.
Because there is no way on cotton picking earth. You ain't tell me that y'all was literally taking dope. Y'all was taking this shit from the evidence rooms and redistributing this shit and then busting folks for the shit. But then folks were still dying and y'all was blaming on the weed man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was too busy out here busting folks. Oh, you got a joint up in your truck, in your car. So we're going to give you 5 years probation and $1,000 fine. Oh, that's illegal. But you sorry cotton backwood bush hogs out here stealing fentanyl. One of the most deadliest known substance around, and you literally taking this shit and putting it back on the streets. But at the same time, y'all ain't getting prosecuted.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the cop. So don't you know, less than that, whether it's male or female, you know how some of us do, especially if if we done drunk too much water or had a little bit too much to drink. And we might have to pull to the side and, go over there behind a Walmart or something, hit behind one of them garbage cans real quick to relieve ourselves. Because we done had too much.
That's funny because I always keep a roll of toilet paper in my glove compartment box. and some wipes.
But on the strip, though, let me tell you,
I've been doing that since I was very young.
If the cops catch you, you know that you would have to register as a sexual.
Yes, because you are removing. You're basically displaying what's the proper
public indecency.
Public indecency.
But I've seen, and to this day, I've seen sheriffs and police and all kind of go behind a doggone garbage can.
They do it too. And certain things like for example, during Omaha days, when those police officers are sitting out there all night, they don't take off and leave a post to go use the restroom. They do exactly what some of the people do down there. Go behind a tree.
But you got to register. But you got to register as a sexual. That to me, come on, man. That's.
I think that's wrong, especially if can't nobody see you and you really trying to cover yourself. Yeah,
I understand if you're walking around there. I can understand if you're walking around there with
Yeah, just got your wanker out and stuff. Just flopping it around.
And out.
Yeah.
Around too. No draws on. No shame.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that too.
Because Walmart is the new place now to go with no draws on and scrunchos.
Oh, I try to avoid Walmart these days as much as I can. I swear to God. And they right by me. And I know it's convenient because it's right by me. They sell everything from kitchen stuff to clothes to groceries. But when they be having only 2 lanes open, or you just always got to go to the self-checkout where it has this little bitty counter space, and you might have all these groceries. So I don't even really go to Walmart anymore.
I just go to Walmart up the street because it's closed, and I don't go up there.
That's why, yeah.
I go up there to get like little stuff, maybe some snacks or some good. I don't go up there doing no shopping and all that.
And see, that's what I try to avoid. But you know how you go to the grocery store. Yeah, and then you in there, and I'm like, oh, but dang, I need this, and I need that, and I need a big pack of toilet paper, and by the time I get through, I'm like, shit. And I'm walking up to the counter. I'm walking up to the counter like I'm on the Green Mile or some shit. I'm walking up the aisle in the Walmart like I'm walking towards the.
Actually,
and if I'm walking towards my death, I'll be like, oh damn. Right. There's gonna be one counter open when I get up there. Oh damn. That's how I feel when I'm coming towards the the checkout station.
Actually, it's to a point now. It's like I don't know. It's just things are changing, and I would advise everybody to start stacking up because when Costco
stocking up,
because Costco cutting everybody's Costco is basically warning everybody. And like Sam's, but Costco is limiting folks buying toiletries now. That let you know some shit.
So they think that it's about to get bad.
Oh, there ain't no thing. It's about to get bad.
I keep hearing that though. I keep hearing that we need to start stocking up again.
Think about all these folks running around with their nasty ass. Like I said, I'm not if you vaccinated, more power to you. Much love to you. If you're unvaccinated, okay, more power to you. Much love to you. Just keep all the ideologies and all that shit out of my path and out of my way. I do what I do to take care of my family. Everybody else do what they got to do to take care of their family.
I had just said that earlier. I'm like, I'm not.
But I ain't for it. So I don't have
people. I'm not no advocate for it. Like, go do it. Although we are vaccinated in my household, I'm not, out here. If you don't get it, but I do know some people, and I understand they're like, okay, if you don't have it, if you're not vaccinated, don't come to my house. Your kids can't hang around my kids. I mean, some people is being really strict on that, having those policies, and I totally understand. I totally get it. But I'm not
Right,
gonna pass judgment on the people who are not getting it. I'm not gonna pass judgment, but
right.
You know, it is what it is. You do whatever you want to do.
The thing is that it's because this economy, for one, we got to really get out of the aspect. Money don't stop moving, so because we thinking that we just because our funds might be low, don't think it stop moving. Money moves 24/7.
Right.
And that's what our people have to understand. Once we got that mind frame of thinking that everything is a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and that's how money operates, we got to break that generational curse of not understanding the sciences of doing business and barter and all that stuff. How do you think all these other cultures and nationalities, they're basically vampires to our people? If we
all
were
they
to
do is barter. That's all they did. A lot of countries from way back in the day, that's how they survive. I give you a few eggs, you give me some milk from your goat. I do this, give you some butter, you give me, you know, I don't know.
If we took, well, that's the way it is. Just like, cause I grew up around there because my grandma and them, because they had in the neighborhood down there in East St. Louis, it was everybody that lived on that block had a row, a crop, whatever it is that they would like to plant. And when I say a row, you would have some that would take one of their rows and split it. One, he might grow some potatoes and have a row of potatoes and the rest of the row of onions.
And somebody else might have some corn or something.
Corn and squash. And then you got old man, Mr. Charlie, he got a watermelon patch in his yard, which was across the street in the same neighborhood. But yeah, instead he had the watermelon patch. And then my granny and them, they would be growing snow peas and all that old stuff. And then at the end of the day, when it's time to gather up, guess what they did? Child, you know, I'm cooking this old fish down here and I need some of that okra. Go on, girl. Girl, why don't you come on over there and give me some of them bushels of corn? I got, you know, and I know you got some of the potatoes and corn, and I need some of that. I got plenty of this old fish and some of this old other stuff over there. You know, old Willie Earl and them went over there to Mississippi. They came back with about 50 heads of catfish, you know. So yeah, come on, girl. Let me get some.
I used to love that when my dad and them used to go fishing on their fishing trips. When we was younger, they come back with all that fish. Woo,
that's how we barter. That's how we live, man. That's how we survive.
Yeah,
that's how we survive. That's how we live. And you know what? Now it's like everything is so tied up. But here's my thing, y'all. We have to get on top of technology advancing. We have to get up on top of that. Life is passing us up. You know why? Because everything's getting digitized. Because in a minute, even the weed man gonna have to get digitized. He gonna have to start accepting
he gonna have one of them debit card scanners.
No, I mean, think about it. Cash App is already there.
Cash App, yeah, I'm sure they already using Cash App. Sure.
No, I mean it's gonna eventually, but see, that's just a way for them to track it. See,
but that, yeah, see, you gotta be real good. You can't be like the man when you're doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
Actually, you can.
That's some empire type shit that you have to have going on because you don't want nothing that close to you as far as money exchange.
You'll be surprised, especially down here in the T. You'll be so poor. I ain't gonna put my boy out.
You know how much they make in drug money? Like all that money that you have to account for, and no.
See, I know a couple of brothers that you know they 9 to 5s. And carry much weight, trust.
But if they're using Cash Apps to be transferring, selling?
No, not like Cash App. No. They still do their thing with the cash or actually.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry, we got.
So actually, my other partner, he used Bitcoin.
Yeah, I wouldn't do no Cash App. And Cash App can't be trusted anyway. I don't know how many times people have lost money through Cash App. And they like talking to the president. You cannot reach out to them. All you can do is send them a little email or Cash App. Their customer service is so hard to get in contact with.
I'm gonna tell you,
I know that personally.
Yeah, I already know. That's why I try to minimize as much as I can with them, but sometimes actually Cash App could be a lifesaver too for those that don't have.
Well, yeah, for those that don't have it, yeah. I mean, for those who might need some money right away, because there's times when I know people needed money, and they be like, "Please cash at me." I'm like, okay. And there's been times where I needed money from like one of my sons. I forgot my wallet at home or my money at home, and I'm like, "Please, son, cash at me." And it is something good to have.
Cash App used to be where you had to have your bank account or whatever tied to it. Now
they got
you can actually direct deposit with Cash App. You can literally load mobile checks with Cash App as long as it's yours. Or payroll check. You can do certain things with Cash App. Now you can take Cash App to a Walgreens or a Walmart or CVS, pay that little $52 and load it up.
I ain't put my paychecks on there. I use my bank for that, but I'll put other money on there, load money to like if I need to buy something and I don't want to use my bank account, I'll just put the money on the Cash App.
Right.
You know, and pay whoever it is I'm paying.
You just have to be careful because as long as you don't use it, because as long as you don't use it a lot, like for instance, one of my deposits I had to get up on there because of the fact, I'm going through, getting some stuff elevated. So, but I don't let it sit up on there. Like the moment it hit, I take it and I'll bam.
Yeah.
I send it to my wife and bam, that all get handled. So it's like it's easier sometimes to do it like that because if you're not careful, bank accounts and all that stuff is just as unsafe as Cash App. It's all unsafe because somebody somewhere that you don't know has your information.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of what happened? Well, a lot of times when people be getting hacked or ran through is because they've been too busy buying up shit. Even when the credit cards and all that, when the bank cards started telling you, okay, really? Oh, but yeah, but a lot of people don't understand is that the reason why a lot of stuff like that happens because they frequently using stuff too much. And you got folks around here scamming. You got these youngsters that know how to hack. It's the whole nine. So you just have to be smart about a lot of things because eventually, I mean, like with the economy, what are they gonna do when this shit really bubble over? What do they think is going to happen if they don't give these doggone me landlords and all these people that's owed all these 20+ billions of dollars out of their 40-something billion dollars a day? What are they gonna do if they don't give these folks their money? What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know. I hate to find out.
Well,
I know a lot of landlords is raising their rent. I know that.
But you already see what's happening. Landlords are getting killed. Trying to put folk or trying to just serve people. They ain't even putting them out. They just serving them regular 3-day notices. The first time, you know how that goes. You have to get the 3-day warrant. Notice. This people right here losing their life behind just serving them simple papers. They ain't even telling folks to get out. They just going by the law to giving them the notification. They losing their lives. If y'all don't get these people what's rightfully owed, because everybody out here, for instance, ain't on that scam and trying to get over and I'm gonna take advantage of the system and they ain't knowing, but I know God don't like ugly, so He gonna expose that. But you did have some of us out here that got hit real hard, and we're the ones that actually have to suffer the most because of a lot of the masses neglecting, and it's the truth. Because you don't think that these folks got spies and people watching shit in all inner city communities and all that around the country? You don't think that they was watching when they was giving folks all this $600, $1,400, and then $1,200 per key? You don't think that they had folks running around here at the urban Walmarts and Targets and Sam's and the local, the local hot beef corner stores in the Red Lobsters in the Olive Garden, the popular places? You don't think that they have folks out here spying? You don't think that they have people out here keeping track of that shit? You don't think they have folks over here? Oh, okay. Damn internet. But you think that
I really hope they
son, I really hope, man. I'm talking about there's families and stuff that's already out in certain cities, like up and down. There's people out here that got their whole families. And they had to pick up and literally because they're so used to a certain level, but they can't afford it. Even when they downgraded, it was too late. You got people out here that's accepting, they're getting the money from what's rightfully owed and still kicking folks out on the street.
Yep.
I mean, what is somebody that's used to making 100,000 plus on up a year, and they've been doing it for years? What do you expect for them to do?
And the housing is the housing is limited right now because nobody wants to move. The people who have not been evicted and kicked out and who can still afford to pay their bills, they aren't trying to move because the economy is so shifty right now. And moving expenses is a lot, and people trying to keep their expenses down. But the people who really have to downsize, they can't even find good housing out here because a lot of people in these cheaper homes and apartments and stuff, they ain't trying to go anywhere. And that's the reason why several realtors gave that's the reason several realtors gave me when I was looking to buy and looking to rent, and when I was helping my son look for an apartment. My oldest son, who just got a new apartment about a month or so ago, it was like very, very scarce because landlords are saying the same thing. People don't want to move. So the people who have to downsize, who are losing their expensive homes, they have nowhere to go. They're moving in with people, or their friends or family, or moving back to their mom's house, living in their basements. And it's all kind of things going on out here.
The best way to get out of this situation is you have to have multiple sources of income.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
So that way,
at least 4 or 5 or 6.
So if you are in that situation, and if you have to actually pay that more, it might not be a bigger space, but if you gotta find something and you downsize it, but you pay more what's you complaining about? As long as you can afford it.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't complaining when you had to bite that first few years of that high ass monthly mortgage until you brought it down because your credit had to get up. You wasn't complaining about when you had to drop that $2,500, $2,800, $3,200 a month, and then you finally got it down to where you only paying $1,800 a month.
Yeah,
but
I'm not making no big moves right now. I'm staying right where I am, and I'm trying to wait till this. Hopefully, it passes over another year, another 2 years. Then I'll look into relocating, or I don't know. My future right now is I'm just not even focusing on. I'm just trying to handle my business right where we at. Try to stay safe. Try to stay healthy. Try to hold on to my job that I do have.
Yeah, hey, there it is. Ain't nobody giving out. And folks, they talking about, it's work, it's jobs out here. Okay. You can miss me with that.
It's jobs out there, but it's a lot of people who are not trying to. It's the same with the housing. A lot of people are not trying to move. They're not trying to move. So a lot of people, the same way with their jobs, they're not trying to take a chance on a different career or a different company when they know the way the world is right now. Like if the Rona gets back the way it was, we saw last year how a lot of people was being laid off. My oldest son was laid off for months at his job. And thank God, after like 3, 4, 5 months, they asked him to come back. But he was on unemployment and stuff, and he didn't know pretty much what was going to happen one day to the next. So, yeah, if y'all got good jobs out there, hold on to them good jobs. And if y'all can save a little bit here and there, start putting some money away for a rainy day because we just don't know.
Because everything is going online eventually.
Yeah, everything is. And that's what I'll be doing a lot more now. I'll be doing a lot more online stuff, and sometimes I don't even want to go to the stores. I'm like, I'm vaccinated. I don't even want to feel like dealing with all them hundreds of people at the store. And I'll order through Instacart. Order a few groceries through Instacart sometimes, and I just have them put it right on my porch, right on my porch, and bring it in the house. And I just make sure I do what people say: spray down your bag, spray down whatever been touched, or take some wipes, wipe the containers or whatever. But Melissa said, multiple streams of income and keeping emergency. Yes. Keeping emergency fund. And I ain't really got no emergency right now, but I'm working on it. Melissa, I promise you, I am working on doing me some emergencies, you know.
Like the church building fund.
But yeah, shoot, that's why I need to have church building fund. Don't not be broke for like 5 years. And they talking about we still need to get that donut fixed on the bathroom downstairs.
And you didn't grow up through elementary and junior and middle school and high school.
And now your kids going there now to the church and they still need that same donut fix. Oh, but you know what? There's a church here, Pleasant Green. Shout out to Pleasant Green Baptist Church. They just paid off their final mortgage payment like a month ago. They own their church outright. Shout out because my one of the ladies who go to church there, she's like one of our main line dance instructors for my line dance team. And so she attends that church. So she had posted the celebration and everything.
Off the boulevard.
Yeah, no. Right off of you know where 56 and Ames is, where that gas station is. And if you the church is right up the hill on 56.
Talking about Pleasant Green. Okay.
Yeah, Pleasant Green Baptist. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just paid off their final. They had a note burning ceremony where they light the note, the mortgage thing, they light it on fire in the church. And yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
That's what's up. I mean, I'm hey, making me want to start a church because I mean,
because how many times do you hear somebody paying off their church? You know how much churches cost? You know how much the rent and the gas and we talking kiki all the time about the offer plate and the building funds, but it's really expensive to run a church, like to keep the lights on. It's really expensive, but so kudos to them.
You know how much that my job just pays for the cable for, I think it's like 60 something to 80 something rooms. Mm-hmm. Do you not know how much they pay for just cable internet alone?
I don't know, but I know they get some nice deals, don't they?
Yeah, okay. If you call $1,485 to $1,500 just for cable alone, and about $350 to $400 a month just for internet, and that's just that bill.
That's why a lot of jobs is keeping their peoples at home too, because they ain't got to pay all that internet.
No, I'm just talking about at the hotel, like where the one I'm at. Mm-hmm. You know how much the electricity is in a month's time? I just seen the invoice the other day. I think the monthly bill is like over $6,000. And that's just for basic electricity. That ain't they get the business discount, but nah. And then the gas is actually cheap because the gas I think is maybe about $400 something a month. And you would think that's at a hotel, it would be way more than that.
Well, see, y'all down there where the temperatures are warmer too. So
exactly. That plays a big
and they probably
part.
On the budget plan, where it like equals or averages out through the rest of when it do get chilly down there at night, The
only budget plan College Station has is their own. Citizens and residents don't get budget plans.
Sorry. Is that because of the temperatures?
No, it's just a big ass monopoly. Because see, for one, College Station is not up under the public commission as far as like the energy and all that. It's basically a privately owned public company.
Oh, okay.
So basically, the utilities down here is basically privately owned, but it's public. So meaning that the ownerships and all the management is private. Nobody really knows who it is, even though they basically is going through the city. Mm-hmm, it's crazy. But then, so they can manipulate the rates, because you got to remember years ago, they did that kind of like the telecommunication where they kind of did like the mob bill when they broke it up. Because see, down here in certain parts of Texas, especially in Houston area, you can choose like up to like 7 to 8 different energy providers. You ain't like back home where you got to just deal with OPPD. That's it. Nobody else. Or Nebraska Power Public District. It ain't none of that. Down here, you can get either outside our city, you can get Reliant. or at most you can get all kind of people that you will want. But down here, like in College Station, it's just like OPP did back home. If you don't live in College Station, you better go across the street about 4-5 miles up the street on the main block and go to Bryan, Texas, which is basically like going from Bryan, Texas is like 72nd Street divides North Omaha and West Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
We all know North go from 16th to 72nd. Anything east of Cummins, anything east of Cummins and north of Cummins, east of 72nd.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Bryan, College Station, Texas is.
Oh, okay.
So if you want a cheaper rate, if you want to go, you're gonna go over there to Bryan, because College Station, it's a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the funny part that I found out about when I was working over the university. When the students are out for break, do you not know that the citizens, exactly, sus, yeah, they monopolize like a motherfucker. But don't you know that down here, when the students are on break, that all that energy usage that they normally use throughout the school year, the citizens have to pick up the bill. The residents have to pick up the bill for that usage.
Mm.
So annually, about this time, our bill averages, everybody household bill goes up about $100 a month.
Mm.
That's every household. That's ridiculous. How much is it?
Mm-hmm. It is very interesting.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yes,
and that's and this is consistent, but I understand why they try to do it like that, because somebody got paid for that $585 million stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the biggest stadium in the country, you know, college football, the whole nine. But the thing is that it's still a monopoly, because you got these old ass debilitated buildings. Y'all charging folks $1,500, $2,000 a month for these old decrepit ass. Per room, you charge about $500-$600 for a 40-year-old apartment structure. So imagine when you got something that's built in the last 5 years, how much you're gonna be paying per room. You're not gonna be paying $500-$600. You're gonna be paying $800 to $1,200 a month, and that's just each room. So if you got a 3-4 bedroom, when you hear somebody say, "Oh man, the rent," they want like $3,500, $4,000 for what? A 4-bedroom. Where in the hell you see that at? Well, that's because each room is $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
See, they rent by the rooms down here. So for a family to come down here, you better have your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
We
need to get our shit together wherever we are. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my streams of income all doing me right.
It's crazy. I mean, and these kids are just as broke as we is, struggling. But it's funny how this is America. It's funny how those that can afford to pay $700-$800 a month for rent, somehow, some way, in the eyes of the bankers or the public, they can't afford home ownership.
Mm.
But those that's paying $1,200 a month on a mortgage can barely even keep it.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? How is it that you're going to say that I can't qualify for home ownership, so I got to go and rent for $1,200, but you telling me I can't afford a $700-$800 a month mortgage?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but usually I think it has something to do with maybe your credit score too. Because there's a lot of people who make a lot of money who got horrible credit. Okay,
there's a lot of people that has horrible credit. Like you said, that there's a lot of people that make a lot of money that have horrible credit. What about those that have great credit and they hardly making no money?
Yeah.
Like for instance, you rather put me in $100,000 student loan debt, but you won't give me a $10,000 loan to start a business. Think about it. How much is the average student loan debt is? I know what mine is.
Total loan?
No, I'm just talking about just the average person that's in debt with a student loan that has a student loan?
At least like 50 to 100,000. I mean,
Exactly.
that's the numbers I've heard of. I mean, me personally, I think I owe 7,000 left.
Right, but what I'm saying is that how is it that you would allow me, you would literally give me a green light to go in $50,000 to $100,000 average debt, but you would deny me, and this is the same bank that I keep my money at if need be, but you would deny me a loan to start a business, a small loan at that. What's wrong with that picture? So
that's why
debt is debt because they're gonna want to keep your ass working because they know at the end of the day, like for instance, ask yourself this question, sis. A person that says that they don't have this to start something, right? But let's say, for instance, the average Apple purchase, somebody that purchased number Apple, how much is the watches? $500+. How much is the Mac iPads? What, about $1,500? $2,500 for the Apple computer? How much is the iPhone nowadays? The average $1,200 to $1,500?
I don't know. The only thing I have is an iPad. And I need a new one. I need a new iPad.
Apple is averaging $3,500 to $3,800 per average iPhone Apple customer. They have millions of people buying their products that spends an average of $3,500 per individual.
Yeah, my sons buy everything Apple, iTunes. Yeah, they believe in.
That's why they're $1 trillion company. But they ain't doing it, but just basically repackaging the same shit.
I know, and that's why I refuse to buy an iPhone. I really enjoy my Samsung Galaxies. I've been getting them for years. I refuse to pay that much money for a cell phone. And then every year they talk about, oh, you got to get the new generator. You got to get this one. I'm like, they change it every damn year. And they do that on purpose. I've been saying that for years. They have all this technology. They know what they want to put on each phone. They already doing it. They just doing it step by step. Okay, it's like 20 more things we could do differently to this phone. And we're going to spread it all out over the next 20 years. And make it seem like they just automatically created something brand new every year when they already got the stuff out. Then I believe that's the same with the watches and with the TVs and with the cars and what they already have these things already.
They just repackaging it.
They just repackage it. So every 5-6 years, a new car model will come out. Even though they didn't already had the model, they just stretch them out. You said, Tone, hold up. Melissa said it's a conspiracy to keep us down by starting us off in debt, and Tone ain't telling nothing but the truth. Yep, Tone ain't telling nothing but the truth.
Because here's the thing, because it keeps a workforce going. They knowing the average wedding is about the average basic wedding about 30,000 on up. The average what they do, they tell you to get married. That's gonna be about $50,000 to $100,000. Yeah, go ahead and go to that to get that degree. That's about another $100,000 to $150,000. Go on over here, go get that little $200,000-$300,000 house. Now you in $600,000+ debt. They know that your ass ain't gonna never hardly pay out because you're gonna have to work your ass off. I don't care if you are making $100,000.
You're gonna have to work past retirement unless you hit a lick.
So y'all trying to tell me that y'all got it basically down where I gotta work till I'm 65.
Your phone you keep going in and out. I don't know if you covering your.
No, my bad. Can you hear me?
Mike, yeah, you keep going in and out every so often.
Okay, but check this out. Check this out. But then again, I can. You want me to get into almost over $500,000 worth of debt, but then you're telling me that the average lifespan is about 78 years. But you want me to work till I'm 65. So you want me to work over 40 to 50 years of my life. I gotta work for 4 decades of the 65 years that you want me to to by the time I retire. And then, so you mean to tell me that I only got about 10
5 to
to
10, maybe.
if that, to enjoy the rest of it. I didn't work my ass off for this little funky ass watch and this gold pen. And I only got about between 5-10 years max by the grace of God that I'm gonna keep living because all the toxins they're trying to kill me and poison me with over the years since I was little. So now I got to work all my life. That is a form of servitude, slavery at its height. Don't you know the other day that the world's most richest people lost over $780 billion?
Wow.
Exactly. From the that shit with the China, it's called Everglade or whatever. It's a big financer in the real estate thing. Well, because you know with us, digital dollars with numbers in the economy and then the real estate. Ooh, he got popped with the real estate and all that, right? But you think about it. There's billionaires now who was worth $42 billion earlier this week. Now they only worth about 7 to 10 billion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is also a good thing too, if you look at it, because that means that there's a hidden hand that's loosening up that master grip. Because why in the hell is it only 20-something people that control all the world's doggone me resources, and the rest of the 7.9 plus billion people on the planet got to fight for the little funky ass 2% crumbs of the money that's left circulating around? Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Melissa. Melissa, you need to have tone on your channel when you do. You know, Melissa is like the queen of the finance. I'll
be getting her notification. It's funny about that because I get all your notifications, even some of the ones I don't want to see. I'll be like, okay, damn, she doing 5 book reviews today. The hood table, the review, the talking, the review. Damn, Tanya Haley's up on here. She combing her hair. Okay, what the hell? I don't get nobody else between you and Willie D. Y'all don't know.
Oh, Willie D. No, Willie D got me beat. What you talking about? Willie D be doing like 10 videos a day. Now, come on now. I do like 1 video a day.
Look, though, but on the strip, though, I get all of the notifications. But when Mel and them come on, I might get Mel, honestly, maybe like once or twice a week. If I'm like, why is it that
Mel don't go live as much as I do. She go live a few days a week, but I generally go live like almost at least once a day. Like today I went live 3 times, and that was because I was off today because I couldn't work. So I figured I'd do several of my videos while I had the day off. But yeah. But I'll be working tomorrow. They gotta send me another laptop.
A lot of this information, though, sis, that I get and I study. See, here's the thing. I listen and I learn. Mm-hmm. Because I take bits and pieces of, they say that the best way to hide the truth is in a book. Mm-hmm. Well, it's then got deeper than that. The best way to hide the truth is to keep telling a lie. Mm-hmm. Because he even said that he gonna make the truth seem as a lie and the lie as a truth.
Yep.
So what is people doing now? They going off of the more juicier it sounds, the more truth to it has to be when it's the biggest lie on the planet. Mm-hmm. See, that's what I'm saying. And see, a lot of us we stop thinking. We done went automated. Everything want to be automated. It's okay for certain things to be automated, but everything don't have to be automated.
Right.
We hyperly over sexual. Everything is automated. We experimenting too much. Because now you got folks out here in our age group becoming the kings and queens of thoughting and nose snotting and everything. And just we trying to do what the youngsters are doing, popping Mollies and X pills and what the hell? Mm-hmm. Go fuck around and drop dead right there. Trying to hang out and wearing tight skinny jeans and boots and all that. I mean, I ain't knocking that. That's what they do. That's what they do. I ain't got to do that. Point is that we can't do what our kids are doing. They actually emulating us, even though that ain't how we were when we were growing up. Because I can't recall wearing nothing tight. I didn't feel too comfortable wearing nothing tight. I got to breathe. So all that other stuff, like I said, to each his own. Everybody do what they do, but everything is just changing up so much and so quick. But if you do not change, if you're not accustomed to change, you're gonna get left behind. Period. It's okay. It's okay to keep tradition. Always remember, y'all, family first, no matter what. And when I say family first, meaning that I'm not saying just put your family before yourself. No, family first, meaning that before anything else, meaning that you take care of yourself, you take care of your family, and then everything else.
Yep.
We have.
And on that note, we about to wrap this up because we've been on here almost 3 hours.
But yes. It's all good. It's all love. I'm about to sit back. I've had a good week, and I'm about to chill out. I'm gonna be up.
And that's why I said, Melissa. That's why I said he needs his own channel. Like, he's full of knowledge, and knowledge is wealth.
I've been studying,
but I don't know what he be doing. This what we gonna do. We gonna be proactive this week, Tom. We gotta come up with you a name, toss some ideas around for your channel. Because you don't want to name your channel your first and last name. That's a no-no. So you have to, whether it's Tones this, or you just name it something without your name. We're going to have to be proactive this week.
I might go with the Bootleg Chronicles. I don't know yet.
Hey, that works. The Bootleg Chronicles with Tone, or just the Bootleg Chronicles? That'll work. But yeah. No, for real. But yes, we're going to have to go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm about to get off of here because I'm getting kind of tired.
All good. It's a slow week. Hey, it's much love to everybody out there. We appreciate y'all listening.
Yes, we do appreciate everybody in the chat. I love when the people are actually watching and also, providing their comments and opinions in the chat. That's really, it makes what we do mean a lot more when we have the participation. So yes, we do appreciate it. But yes, everybody make sure. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was telling sis, I'm gonna reach out to you. So you have to hit me because like I said, I'm my own shark in my own ocean. So anytime y'all go, no matter what time of the day y'all can go live, just let me know. Because I got my own office and everything.
Well, what I'm gonna do? If it's okay with Melissa, I'll ask her. But if it's okay, I can send you the link to her Facebook so you can inbox her or whatever, so y'all can set up some time to maybe go live together and stuff. But if it's okay with her and Melissa, I've been knowing Tone since I was very, very young, so he's cool peoples and everything. So
already.
But yeah, that's what we can do, and then y'all can inbox each other and set that up and everything. But yes, everybody. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you, Melissa. She said have a weekend. I hope everybody does have a good weekend.
For sure. All y'all be blessed. All right,
you too. Stay safe. Be blessed. All right. I like that hat.
You already know. I'm in Gig'em time. Y'all know what it is. Look at it.
I like that hat. Yes. The Aggies. Hey. All right. I'll holler at you. All right, bro.
All right, y'all. Peace and love, y'all. Much love.
Peace.